family expects you to carry the house on your back while juggling a job, parenting, and graduate school. I finally told mine to step up or stay silent. Now the house is quiet, but not for the reasons I hoped. This story delves into gender roles, emotional labor, and what happens when the glue that holds a household together decides she's tired of having it all together alone. My name is Elise. I'm 42, a mother of 3 teenagers, a full-time employee, and now a graduate student. Let me preface this by saying that I love my family. Deeply. Fiercely. I would do anything for them. For a long time, I did everything. Our household ran on a fairly traditional system. My husband, Tom, and I both work full-time, but I handle nearly all the domestic labor. I cooked every meal from scratch, did the bulk of the cleaning, and kept track of birthdays, school paperwork, appointments, and social events. Tom handled the so-called man chores, taking out the trash, changing light bulbs, and mowing the lawn. The kids had some chores, laundry, their bathroom, and taking turns vacuuming. But the mental and physical weight of maintaining the household? That was mine. Last year, I realized I had reached a plateau in my career. My performance reviews were excellent, but promotions went to those with advanced degrees. It was clear that if I wanted to move forward professionally, I needed to invest in myself. So, I applied for a master's program and was accepted. I sat my family down and explained what it would mean. More time studying, less time cleaning, more frozen meals, less elaborate dinners. They all nodded, smiled, told me they supported me. That support, however, didn't last. For the first few months, I tried to maintain the old pace. I worked all day, helped with homework, cooked dinner, cleaned up, then studied late into the night. I ran myself into the ground. Eventually, something had to give. I cut back on deep cleaning and batch cooked on Sundays so I could freeze meals. I asked for help. Tom said, "Everything's fine, you're being too picky." My kids just shrugged or said they were busy with school and sports. They didn't say no, they just didn't do anything. Soon, the very people who brushed off my requests for help started complaining. "The floors are sticky. Why are we eating lasagna again? There's fur on the stairs." Every time I calmly said, "You can clean it. You know how." No one listened. No one helped. Last week, Tom walked in while I was deep into reading case law for a paper. He said, "The shower curtain liner is moldy." That was it. No suggestion to replace it. No effort to fix it himself. Just a statement. I snapped. I called everyone into the living room. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I told them, "I am not your maid. You all are capable. If you don't like the mess, fix it. If you want something clean, clean it. If you want different food, cook it." And finally, I said, "I am redistributing chores starting this week. No more coasting." The kids immediately protested. "We have school. We have sports." I said, "So do I. I work, I study. I still live here. So do you. So step up or stop complaining." Tom told me later that night I was too harsh. He said I made the kids feel like their feelings didn't matter, that I should lighten up. I told him the message wasn't just for the kids. It was for him too. He didn't like that. Now, no one is talking to me. The house is tense. The chores are getting done barely, but everything feels off. I know I changed the family dynamic. I know this wasn't easy for them, but I also know I asked for help. Multiple times. And they ignored me until they couldn't. I wonder, was I too aggressive? Could I have handled it better? But at what point does protecting their comfort mean sacrificing my sanity? Now I sit here, assignments due, the house semi-clean, and my family emotionally distant. I took a stand. Was it the right one? They say I was harsh. I say I was honest. Sometimes it takes a crisis to expose the imbalance in a home. I reached my limit and asked for a shift. Now I wonder if I broke something or if I just stopped letting myself be broken. So, tell me, am I wrong for telling my family to clean up if they don't like the mess? All right, your turn. Was I wrong for changing the rules mid-game? Or was this long overdue? Let me know in the comments, and if you've ever felt like the invisible glue holding it all together, like, subscribe, and share this story. You're not alone.